What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video journaling episode. I have to say, yesterday was fucking crazy. Alright, you have to imagine for my birthday, right? Last week, I think. A friend of mine gifted me as a present a homemade edible, like a cookie with wheat in it, and I'm like, okay, I've never taken anything like that, so I was excited, and we had scheduled for yesterday to hang out and take that, which we did. And I do have to say, before that, I was with a friend. We were playing like Monopoly and like Scribble.io. Do you know that? It's a cool browser game as well, where you like get random words, select one, and then you have to draw something, and the people who are not drawing have to guess the word. Yeah, but we played that, and we played Monopoly as a drinking game. Essentially, when you land on another person's property, you drink. And when the game is over, you both just down the rest of your drinks. So that you start a new game with a new cup, essentially. And the first round we did with pure vodka, as two Russians. And then I was like, well, usually I used to do it with like vodka mixed with pineapple juice. And it's really good. Pineapple juice is so good. I love it. And then he was like, yeah, let's do it. And then we got up after the first game of pure vodka. I was like 75% of the cup. I showed my cups once. I'm too tired to actually get up and get them now. But it's not a little, So then we got up and we're like, oh, good idea to get pineapple juice. So we did that, played another round. Then we went for a walk, or for a small walk. I don't know, a little bit of adventure. He's never been there before. It's one of my favorite spots here. I showed him, and you got to, climb / hike over some rocks a little bit. So that kind of helped with the alcohol, right? Then my friend finally got off work, the one who gave me the cookie. She joined us. And the thing is, she said, the person who gave her those cookies said, don't recommended have a cookie max. But she said that she would start with a bite first. But she told me that I should take at least one whole cookie, because half a cookie is probably enough for her, but for me it won't be. To which I was like, sure. So when she came, she took hers, then she came to my room. She took her half, came to my room. I ate mine with milk. That was honestly so good. Oh, I love homemade cookies, even if they're not full of weed, you know what I mean? It's beautiful. I love cookies. Homemade stuff in general is so beautiful. Yeah, but then I took mine, and she came with another half, and she was like, eat this as well. So I ate 1.5 cookies, whereas the recommended for her size was half a cookie. So I ate 3 times as much as she did. And then, the thing is, then we missed the bus, which is a shame. So we had to wait like a solid 30-40 minutes for the next one to arrive. And we were essentially by the bus stop. There were 4 people, because someone else also joined us outside. We saw him. Yeah, but then as we were at the bus stop waiting for the next bus, her trip was starting to hit. And it was like a bad trip, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't bad in that sense, but she was like, I cannot get on the bus. Like, I cannot do anything right now. And then for me, it felt like the alcohol was starting to kick in, because also before we left, me and my Russian friend took one last shot of vodka, because well, I don't know, it's a Russian thing. I can't explain it really well, but it's just a thing we do because we're Russians, and I'm not even kidding. I'm not even trying to sound like something I don't know. Like, it's just something we do because we're Russians. Like, genuinely, our reasoning is for Russia. So, for being Russian. So, but yeah, I poured another shot, and usually when I pour, people keep on telling me I pour double shots. Like, that's how big they are, but that's like normal for me, because I don't know. But yesterday I poured even more than that. Yesterday I felt like I poured a triple shot. And so that started to kick in for me while the weed kicked in for my friend. And for me, the alcohol was kicking in. And I started being all dancey and very hyper, very full of energy, very active. And for her, she was like sitting on, I don't know what I am doing, what is going on. And then, like 10 minutes after my alcohol kick came in, first of all, I asked her, "Do you think this is the alcohol or do you think this is the weed? Because I think it's the alcohol." And she's like, "Oh, well, if you ask it like that, it's probably the weed." And I'm like, "No, no, no, it doesn't feel." And then I knew 10 minutes later that's when the weed kicked in, and that's when everything started going crazy. Like, I explained this to my friends yesterday as well. I was like, the thing I'm feeling right now is something I have never felt before, not just me. No one in existence has ever or will ever experience the same experience the same feeling that I was experiencing in that moment. And I knew that even if I remembered 100% of it, even if I did anything possible to preserve this feeling for the future, it's impossible. It is unique solely to this moment. And I was right. Like, I obviously, we have no way of telling if we experience or feel the same things in the same intensity and everything, right? But like, you know how essentially everyone can feel happy even if the happiness is different for everyone. It still is the same, you know. That feeling, it's not impossible. No one can feel that anything close to it ever again, even if they did the same thing. Even nowhere, in no multiverse, in no way is it possible to experience what I have experienced again, for no one, including me. So that is like mind breaking. Like, that fucks with my mind, honestly. It gives a sense of peace in a sense, while also being like, also not at all. You know what I mean? Like the way I explained it, I tried explaining it a few times to my friends, but I was like, for example, it felt like time was going 10 times as fast while also being absolutely slow. Like, genuinely, we were on the bus and it felt like it was endless. Like, we were on that bus, I think, for like half an hour or 40 minutes. It felt like the biggest backrooms bus. Like, genuinely felt like I was stuck in the backrooms, especially because till the bus came again, right? We waited for like 40 minutes, 1 hour. What the hell? So that was completely crazy. And the bus was also a biggest trip. Like, my trip was hitting it really hard once we got on the bus. So, but I enjoy myself. I took a couple of videos for myself because I was like, I need to preserve this for the future. It's hilarious, and it's a once in a lifetime, once in an existence feeling experience. You know what I mean? Because again, no one will ever feel the same way. So I tried to recall myself, but that's when I realized, even like, it's completely useless. Nothing I say, do, or even if you just look at it, like sometimes, you know, when you look at people, you can feel their emotions, you can feel their happiness, their sadness, whatever. Impossible. That is something unique, entirely, purely unique, which is so crazy. That is so crazy. Bro, I felt so crazy. And I don't remember. I remember like some of it. I remember actually most of it, but I also don't remember some of it because apparently we met a classmate of ours yesterday because she sent me a picture of the two of us this morning, and I was like, when was this? Or where was this? I have no memory of that, but I remember going around the big three bars, right? Twice with my friend. No one was out, apart from, I guess, that one classmate. But no one was out, so I was like, damn, all right, let's go home. And then I already also got kind of cold. So, and apparently, the one thing my friend said before she went back, because she didn't enter the bus, right? She said she was way too high for that. Um, that you should never be cold on a trip. So I was like, okay, so it's time to go home, because I was starting to get really cold. Yeah, and then apparently we took a taxi back here, and here, wait, let me check my sleeping time. I slept from 1 a.m. till 11. I slept 10 hours. Damn, boy, it's been so long since I slept 10 hours. Bro. But I honestly feel a different sense of rest that I have not felt in a while, because obviously my sleep's been kind of really bad recently. But damn, like the way that I'm feeling, or that I was feeling, is insane. Like it's genuinely, it shatters my reality. And I'm like, and the thing is, I'm having this subtle thought of, when you experience something like this, something so unique, so on a different level. It was a sense of euphoria that I've never felt before. What people tend to do is they chase that feeling, right? They chase that high. But it doesn't feel like like a part of me, yes, wants to chase that, but at the same time, because I know it is such a unique experience and I will never feel it again, that there's no point in chasing it. So I'm also like, a part of me feels worried that I will start chasing it, which I don't want to do. So, but also then if I get this thought, I should not, like, there should not be an issue with it. You know what I mean? That's what I like to think, at least. I don't know, but wow, that was crazy. So, and it felt very funny. Like she had literally a trip, like, oh, what is going on? And then I was like on the other side. I was standing in front of her. I was going dancing and just having the best time of my life. And it was so funny. It felt like such a social media moment. Like the one friend getting absolutely cooked. I know it especially from drinking. It's like that one friend, after having one glass of wine and then like almost dying, and the other friend 10 vodka shots deep and he's having the time of his life. That's how it felt yesterday. She took half a cookie, was dying. I took 3 times as much, and I was like having the blast of my life. So I'm a little bit shocked. Honestly, all morning, all day, I have just been drinking water, because I have had insane throat hurt, because again, I was really cold, I think. So from that, and then, well, I mean, I made food. I'm thinking about going grocery shopping because it's closed tomorrow. I don't want to go on Monday. So maybe I'll go, but then again, my body is so exhausted. I don't know. I am cooked. Yesterday was crazy. I would not recommend anyone to do this, because unless you have like, you're 100% sure that you will not get addicted to it. Like, damn. I know I will not be getting addicted to it, because one, I know how fucking unhealthy it is, and it's something I don't want to do. you know, and two, it's it. I know that there's also no point in chasing something that I cannot achieve, and that comes from someone who believes that I can achieve anything. I honestly believe anyone can do anything they set their mind to. You know what I mean? Like bro. We people are limitless. We are genuinely the only thing stopping us from success is ourselves. Like literally, you can achieve whatever you set your mind to. It's so crazy. I could literally, if I decided to now, fuck everything and just lock in on, bro. I don't even know what. Let's say I suddenly want to become a designer, a website designer. I could learn it within the next few years, and literally change my career path on it. Or if I want to start a new habit, I can do it. If I want to do something, I am able to do it, no matter how long it takes me. I will be able to do it. But that is something that is outside of my control in that sense. As a feeling, it's not something I can control. You can only control how you react to the feeling, but you cannot control what feeling you're feeling. You can control how long you're feeling it, like in a sense that, well, partially. But yo, this is crazy. I don't even know how to explain. Like genuinely, it's inexplainable how I felt. And I know over the course of time, I will forget anything. Like right now, what I remember is a feeling that is 99.9% close to the actual feeling that I felt yesterday. But it's still only a memory. And in the moment, this 0.01% even makes the difference of eternity, like genuinely. And if you add up anything that exists, it will still not make up for the gap of the final stretch, the difference between 100% and less than 100%. Like genuinely, it is like it's like genuinely. That reminds me of the Instagram meme sticker that the comments post. It's like supernova versus a dying ant or something. You know what I mean? That's the difference between the last stretch. Like that's the difference between the zero point between 99.9% and 100%. Like nothing can come close to that. Like the difference is inexplainably large, you know. They so like even now I know what I'm feeling is not is not all of it, and I will only remember less and less as time goes on, because that's what time does. Just yeah, especially when you already have shitty memory. The thing is, I don't have shitty memory, but like I think I just got a traumatized brain, because it's genuinely not like I have bad memory, like I can remember shit. But one, most of it is in my subconsciousness and gets transferred there pretty quickly. It's just not in my active consciousness, in my active recall memory brain, you know what I mean? But yeah, damn, I feel crazy. I genuinely feel crazy. I'm putting such an insane amount of trust in me, in the sense that I don't think I will, like, that I know and believe in myself enough to know that I will not be doing this regularly. Even if I had the opportunity to, I don't think I would, because it's so fucked. And I know that if I chase something unique, entirely unique, like that's just stupid. But that's good to know. At least that's something. So yeah, but probably gonna make burritos now. I really do want to go grocery shopping, but like at the same time, I should low key chill. I should low key just relax for now. This is yeah. I feel completely like fried, and it's not even a bad fright, but like just my mind is completely fucked. It feels like I have ascended into new levels simply through experiencing a different level of reality. What the fuck? Like I'm back to my normal state, but it feels like now that I even know that realm of feelings and emotions exist, it's like, whoa. Even if I will never be there again, simply knowing that the limits that I had believed to exist have been shattered, like even just that knowledge fucks everything up. Like I thought I knew the max happiness, for example, that one could achieve. Like obviously you can't ever know it because there might always appear things that will make you more happy or more sad or whatever, right? But it feels like that has just been like you still feel like you know where the end is essentially where the heights are, like you can be so extremely happy, but there's a limit still to how extremely happy you can be. And that was an otherworldly experience. I'm so serious. That was crazy. All right, I think that's it for today. I yapped way more again than I wanted to, but it's like it's something I need to capture because like it's the closest it will ever be to the feeling. 'Cause from now on again it will only deteriorate more in my mind. Even if it's just, your brain making you believe things that didn't actually have like your brain and memory is very interesting and how it lies to you and everything. So we should never 100% believe our brains. But at the same time, if you can't, then that's an issue. Gotta be delusional or something. Anyways, peace out, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Wait.